Your strengths will only take you as far as your weaknesses will allow. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success, a channel for people who are interested in being self-employed, or they are self-employed and they want to learn the secrets to being successfully self-employed. Welcome to the Monday edition of the show. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the 3 S's that you need to avoid if you're going to be successful in your life, successful as a freelancer, successful in doing whatever it is that you do, okay? Now, what exactly are these 3 S's? So I'm just gonna make it plain to you right now. The 3 S's are stupidity, selfishness, and short-sightedness, okay? Now let's just start off with stupidity, all right? There have been many times in my life, I've been self-employed for over 4 years now. And I've done a lot of stupid things. I just wanna make it clear to you that if you do this, it's gonna stop you from being successful, because as I talked about in my previous videos, that if you want to be successful, you got to be full of success. You got to be full of good things. Stupidity, selfishness, and short-sightedness are things that are not good. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to define stupidity as just doing things that we know are dumb. That in hindsight, we're like, I should not have done it. Doing things that are outside of what we know to do. Okay, now this is an example when I was stupid. Okay, now when I was 23, I had first become self-employed, and I had, I think, 4 or 5 clients. And I was thinking to myself, and I really got greedy and short-sighted, but I'll get into that later. They were paying me about $150 a month. And I was like, you know what? I just want more money. I'm going to raise the price. I raised the price on all 5 of them. And guess what? All 5 of them, 4 of them, they all left. Every one of them. They just left. I was like, man, that was done. What I should have done is I should have raised the price for 2 of them, and then been, hey, if it worked out, raise the price for everybody. But I did it all at the same time. It's something I'll never do again. But for the sake of helping you to become successfully self-employed, I want you to see, okay, I want you to learn from my mistake. Don't be stupid. And another thing that's stupid that I see people do is that they trade, they don't expand their talent or their capabilities because of what other people might think of them or what might happen if they actually become successful. I think fear of failure and fear of success is stupid. You'll be able to live if both happen, but these are just things I've seen in my life, and it's what's inside of the determines if you go up. As I talked about, if you want to be successful, you got to be full of success, all of these things, okay? So don't be stupid like me. Okay, next, selfishness. Now, I made a video I'm going to post at the end of this video about 2 weeks ago about selfishness. I'm not going to talk much about selfishness, but I just want to reiterate a point that selfishness is it's self-destruction in slow motion, okay? You don't see how you're decaying at the edges by being only thinking about yourself, me, instead of flipping it and being like we, okay? Now, just something to think, and also I'm going to give you a bonus tip at the end of this video. If you watch the whole entire video, I'm going to give you another bonus tip of another thing that's going to stop you from your success, okay? Remember, this video is about 3 S's to avoid if you want to be successfully self-employed, successful in any endeavor in your life, okay? Now, let's talk about short-sightedness, okay? Myopia, when you are so close to something that you're far away from it, okay? Short-sightedness is when you make decisions based on the next 30 minutes of your life instead of the next 30 years of your life. One thing I've learned, and one thing that a lot of studies reference and source and have proven, many studies have proven that people who are rich or successful, they tend to have a more long-sighted view of their life instead of being like, okay, I want to feel good in this moment, so what am I going to do right now to feel good? A chief example of this is sleeping in and laziness, okay? A lot of us would not be lazy if we thought about how life was going to be 20 years from now, how the decisions and choices we're making right now are going to lead to a better future right now. Think about your life on this Monday. Are you being short-sighted in any part of your life? Are you being stupid, selfish, or short-sighted in any part of your life? It's okay if you are. I have, but I've seen this and I've learned this, that concoction can be deadly when you mix all 3 of those together. A little stupidity here, a little selfishness there, a little short-sightedness here, it doesn't equal a good result, okay? There's a lot of stuff we got to pay attention to if we're going to be successful, and these are just 3 things that we need to look at. But I want to give you an example of short-sightedness in my business. One time I was working with someone, I was like, man, this person just annoys me. I don't want to deal with them anymore. Do you ever have this feeling? when you're at work, I don't want to deal with them anymore. And you're just like, you know what, forget this. But you know, long term, it's bad for everyone if you leave or they leave. So that's an example of being short-sighted. And how do you get past this? It's like, you know, discipline yourself to think about how's this going to affect me, you know, 4 or 5 years down the road. Okay, because a lot of times we don't think about this when we make the decision. We're just thinking about, oh, how I feel right now. Okay. Zig Ziglar said one of the chief causes of failure and unhappiness is trading what we want now for what we want most. I've done this a lot in my life. Do we trade what we want now for what we want most? Okay. That's a huge reason why people fail, is because they trade what they want in the moment for what they want most. And most of us in the moment, we want comfort. But if we look at it, we look at our lives, the culmination of it, we'll see where that comfort is taking us. A lot of success comes from discomfort, as I talked about in previous videos. But yeah, so that's just something I'm thinking about. So in closing, if you want to be more successful in your life, avoid the 3 S's: stupidity, selfishness, and short-sightedness. And last, that's how I give you a bonus tip that'll help you. This is something that I think a lot of us don't think about, but I just want to pass it on to you, is that gossip is the black death of the soul, okay? Gossip is the black death of the soul, okay? Don't talk bad about people. If you have to talk about anyone, say good things. But when I say gossip, I mean lying about people, spreading bad news about people. That stuff is not going to help you in any way, shape, or form, okay? Think about any successful person that you know, the uncle or aunt that you have that has a successful business, or I don't know, whomever you can think of, any successful person, they're usually self-employed. I'm going to try to give you some of the success secrets that these people have used to help you to move forward. Because remember, your strengths will only take you as far as your weaknesses will allow, okay? And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and family. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And as always, unsuccessful people, they make decisions based on their current situations. But successful people, you make decisions based on where you want to be, okay? And also, check out the link above on my video about selfishness and how selflessness is better than selfishness. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.